It's in the game.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cutler. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Air Force Falcons offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
In this offense, they like their quarterback running these QB-designed runs like you saw right there, but the defense, they're going to light up every time they see him tote the rock. They know they've got an opportunity to lay a hit on him and create a takeaway like they did right there.
And you had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Buffaloes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the right. It's caught. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their heads spin, and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisiana was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Lafayette. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Using the quick game. Hits him with a stiff arm. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Falcons with the 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back to pass, it's Boyd. Flushed out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught, it's Hill. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. They go to the ground. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force.
This is a a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15.
7, 3.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Hold and fire complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. A shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he got loose. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Falcons have moved it inside the 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Headed to the end zone, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Dumps it off in the flats. He's past the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Buffaloes in the hurry up. To the air on second down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Snags it down the right side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. So now it's second and long. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He makes the catch. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And that is a huge conversion on third and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal, but instead they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, first and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. He'll do it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. He's going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Falcons will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time it's complete. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First play of this drive comes from the 27. The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense lining up quickly. To the air, it's Boyd. Makes the grab on the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Looking to throw for it. Now rolling to the left. Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going to try to get it himself. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged in the middle, it's Green. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Bring in the heat. Touchdown, Air Force. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Falcons will boot away to start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And that one's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having the...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Floats it out in space. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it in more than enough for a first down.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved, one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Boyd. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think...
Touchdown, Falcons! And the route is on.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cantrell. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good his defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Pocket breaking down. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball.
Touchdown, Air Force! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Colorado 6.
Coming out with it, it's Cantrell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Catch in the middle, it's Bean.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Turns it loose deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Give to the back. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Buffaloes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
The extra point is good, but the lead is still huge. It's 35-13. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It's complete to the left.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
And the Falcons come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Cutler. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Just keeps slinging it. Keeps looking downfield. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. Turning it on. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
The Falcons, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Boyd. They're working that left side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big man has it, it's a first down and more. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage, they've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Leaves it with the back.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Buffaloes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And the Buffaloes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll send the back in motion. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Really putting together a threat now. The first hits at the 37. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. To the air, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle. It's Cantrell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Buffaloes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Hauls it in. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. This is turning into a death march for this defense. 13th play of the drive coming. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Defense.
Man, does that hurt this defense at this point in the game to get called for the PI? Absolutely brutal.
Green 25.
Dropping back, it's Boyd. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.